Marauders, let's look at the Ranger oil wrenches, floodlight use, shop light use for videotaping. Marauders, welcome back to the channel. Mission for this video is replacing the crankcase fluid oil, replacing the crankcase oil and filter for the Bobcat E42 R2 mini excavator in the field. So I've been carting oil and tools to the back of my property where I store this machine. My lawn, my property in entirety, not necessarily just my lawn, is too wet to drive the excavator up to my garage, and eventually I have to get it off the property to do some paint work on some of my business properties. So I'm hoping that can happen in a week. Property, it's 80 degrees today and starting to dry up. So let's get right into it. I got to get this oil changed. Was a win. First part of changing the oil, especially in the field, I can't get underneath it to drain the oil here, so I'm going to back it up into that spot, let the engine idle, get warm up to operating temperature before I drain the oil. But first, Sightman Jim noticed in my previous video on this excavator, that my coolant level was low. So I'm going to fill that up at least to the minimum level before I move the machine. So I bought some pre-mixed, went by Jim's recommendation. He's not a hack like me. He does this for a living and he's excellent at it. Thank you, Jim, Sightman Jim. I bought some antifreeze coolant from Bobcat. It's pre-mixed, so I'm going to put that in. I filled it a little above the minimum for cold temperatures. Well, minimum for, I believe that's when the engine is cold. So I filled it a little bit above. I'll check it after I let it idle. So let's move this machine back into a dry spot and get this oil changed. By the way, I do read the instructions, although sometimes I forget what they say. They do want the oil drain plug between the two tracks. So I'm going to move the machine to get it in position to do that. This is a drier spot back here. Okay, Marauder, she's been running for about 15 minutes. Let's shut it off. And I love this machine, can't tell you. Coolant level, I think, is in a good spot. It's really not that hot. You know, Bobcat is just excellent. And I had to reread the instructions. And again, this is not a how-to channel. This is me trying to get through this stuff myself. Look at the oil filter is extremely easily accessible. It's here. The oil fill cap, I thought it was, this would have been a big mistake. It's not yellow like the other oil. I thought it was in the back. No, not Bobcat. They make it super simple. It's right here. Very easy to get to with a nice wide funnel. Dipstick is here. Oil fill is right here. It's just awesome. Mikey knows why I'm smiling. Can't have people, I'm sorry. Okay, let's get under this machine. Pretty easy. I don't think I could change this from the side of the tracks. You have to, instructions say you have to be between the tracks. This is the oil filter. Well, I'm sorry, this is a crankcase. This is a crankcase oil pan right here. drain plug is right in the bottom. Interesting, they also have a drain plug on the side. Not sure why that's there. So I'm going to drain the oil. It's a number 22. Most everything is metric. My extension is too long on this half-inch ratchet. Ooh, it came out very loose. Very loose. Let's get the big pig. Is it recording? Yep. Let's get the big. Boy, and I got a really nice piece of cardboard up here too. Get you in view. Not too bad. Not too bad. It says it holds 6.7 quarts of oil, and man, that drained very fast. It looks like I heated it up enough. No metal on the plug at all. I'm gonna put the oil plug nut there. We're gonna let that drain. Let's go up top side and pull the oil filter. So hopefully you're gonna get a good view of this. I'm gonna pull the dipstick, pull the oil fill cap. Man, is that nice. What is it, machined aluminum? I'm gonna put an oil mat. I'm gonna put one around the oil filter. So when it comes off, I'm not gonna get oil on the engine or on my cardboard. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but we're gonna give it a try. Got my pig back in place. Got my oil filter wrench on it. Did they give King Kong tighten this? Let's see. She's kind of tight, but not too bad. I've had worse. That definitely helped. This was not a good angle. If you can see, it's tipped down to fill this with oil. So, you know, you can only do so much. And as much as I tried to control the oil, I didn't get any on the engine, but I did get some on the rear frame stripped down. So I did put a shot of oil around it. I get it hand tight. So she's on, oil filter's on. Okay, Marauders, we're back underneath the Bobcat E42, and you can see me changing the oil filter just made a mess. It's got an oil drip on my face from the oil drip. Okay. Sorry, the oil pan plug back in. Get it finger tight. Wrecked a good piece of cardboard. You know how upset I get over that, guys. Hey, we're done. Nice big bolt. Oh, what a mess under here. I tried, guys, to do a neat job. I really did. I think I got oil on my face too. Okay, let's go up top side and start filling this with oil. Instructions say it takes 6.7 quarts, and I found manufacturers are getting extremely accurate. So there's 4 quarts to a gallon. This is 2.5 gallons. So I believe each one of these marks is a half gallon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think I want to get down to there. No, is that right? No, I want to get down to there and then check it. So I think I'm at about 6 quarts in it. They sold me a lot of oil for this machine. Yeah, she is just registering, so I'm going to put a little more in. I really caution you not to overfill it. She's just above the minimum mark, if you can see that. Just above the minimum mark. I'm going to put a little more in and then start it. I probably put in 3/4 of a quart, thus guess. And she's halfway up between minimum and maximum. Nothing appears to be leaking. set it off and check the oil. You know, I'm gonna put a little more on. Boy, second time I've dumped this tripod in an excavator video. Last time I was removing trees. Landed right in a mud pit. What are we gonna do, huh? Life as a YouTube creator. Okay, let's put a little more oil in this. So 2, 4. I'm probably right at 6.7 quarts. So it's almost exactly in between the low level and the high level, max fill. Perfect. Marauders, let's look at the Ranger. So again, my property, my lawn is too wet, damp. I'm gonna rip up sod, trying to drive this up to my garage or taking it to my shop at work. You can see the mess, organized mess in the back of the Ranger. My big oil pan, a lot of paper towels used, pig mats, oil wrenches, floodlight used, shop light used for videotaping, metric sockets, 3/8 drive, many oil funnels. Wasn't sure what I was going to use. Antifreeze, premix, crankcase oil. So that's it. Wanted to show, by the way, I also took out a chair out here, a music box, sound box, and another tripod. So that's the oil change. Future service on this, I have to change the hydraulic filter. So that's it. She's done. Give you a look. Rounder, cleaned up. Glad I filled this up. And I gotta mark that in a black marker. White didn't use. Of course, Bobcat would have white filters, right? What else? Should have known better. And that's it. She looks good. Down here is the hydraulic filter I have to change. Sliding around in the mud. Can't get out on the mud. I spent a week in Las Vegas. I don't like to travel. I spent a week in Las Vegas and really liked the climate, that desert climate. Really liked it. You know what I like about the desert? No mud. Also no green, but it was very pretty. You people who live in Nevada and Phoenix, Arizona, it's a pretty area. Different, much different from the Northeast. So that's it. Guys, I'm tired. 2 services today. I'm kind of worn out. Please consider subscribing to my channel, liking the video if you like it, share it with a friend if you think you want to share it with a friend, and I hope to see you on the trail. God bless, and hope it dries out. I got a lot of work to do on this property. Take care. Oh, she's a beauty.